Okay, good. So, unfortunately, it is how it's going to be a little bit. But nonetheless, we've got another team game on our hands. It's going to be a little couple of changes. It's got a couple of changes on terms of players. Blesse and Coders are gone, but we do have Gary and Slam taking their places. We're going to introduce the players as we go around, of course, as usual. And it looks like on the flying position, we're going to have Unexpected here in the red playing as the Japanese. Ooh, bit of a tricky start. Okay, he's got it sorted. In the pocket position for his team, we're going to have Gary with many Ys playing as the Mongols. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Mongol pocket, can't go wrong with that. And of course, in the yellow, we're going to have on the flank for him Celts being played by Nikov. He'll be up against in the grey Arch Coven playing his Japanese flank, with the pocket being Tyrant Slam as Celts, as he brings a couple of deer in and the rest of the second boar. And to round it all off, last but not least, Letuken playing as Mongol's flank. Now, overall, I think this is a better lineup in terms of positions for Gary's team. They've got Mongols in the pocket position. They've got Japanese on the flank and Celts. This is a lot stronger because I feel like Japanese pockets just not nowhere near as good as Mongols in terms of the sort of like later game, like to mid to late game. Like in most situations, you really want to have, if not like 95% situations, of course you want to have Mongols in the pocket. Because the problem with Mongol on the flank is, yes, they get a nice fast start. Yes, they can go up quick and they can start putting, get the scouts out. But I generally do see them struggle, generally because of the Sith. Because Mongols don't have anything going for them past the feudal age. Like, no eco bonuses. Their castle age units, yeah, okay, they got bloodlines and knights and everything. They got full castle age stuff available to them. But the monks kind of suck for one thing. They're not doing that great in that department. So it then comes down to really like how they perform, and then when it gets like this window for Mongol's flank, like we're talking past like maybe the 17-minute mark, and if you haven't done some good damage with the scouts, or if you're going for the archers build, then you will look to struggle. And we're seeing right now the stable build coming out from Letuken in a nice couple of spots here. I will admit the walling is nice on the front, putting the stable in a beautiful like little position there, just tucked in between two wood lines. Might be able to finish off the walling if he really wants to the south or whatever. Take chat off. There's Miller saying something about danger. Tyrant Slam is having a little scout out of Gary from the pocket. Interesting woodline that he chose there, by the way. Looks like he had no back woodlines. No, he doesn't. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. So I said, like, that's really far. Oh my god. Gary's got to get a TC on that woodline immediately when he gets up to the castle age. How is Nikov doing? What, has he got a drush out? He's got a drush out, but looking a bit unfortunate for him. Coven has completely walled in, and now he's going to send those militia out and about to try and go, of course, hit the pocket. But Slam, of course, probably looks like Arch Coven's told him already what's going up and down, and it's going to be that he's going to fully wall in all his stuff as well, and this drush is going to look a little bit ineffective. We'll also see probably from Slam to his builders buildings very close. I'm talking his barracks like here or his stable here. Oh, actually, it looks like Slam says, next time tell me or I die. Ooh, so it actually didn't get told. And now Coven's like, sorry. Oh, that's interesting. I thought they would have told each other. Maybe they're on TeamSpeak, but they're not, so it's interesting. How the scout's doing there from Letuken? Oh, I really like this. He's ignoring the other flank, and he's going straight towards Gary. But again, wow, this game sense, by the way, I tell you what, this is really top notch because, Gary's read this perfectly. He realized that his wood villagers are really exposed, walls them in perfectly. The rest up here, again, walled in very well. He's got his barracks already down. He is still in that Dark Age, by the way, as he hits the feudal age just now. It looks like my researchers tab is not working. Do I even have it? Yeah, I do. It's just not working. Okay, sorry about that, guys. So we have to do without researchers tab. That's gonna be fun. We're gonna go back to the Dark Ages of AOC spectators. So double archery range coming out from Unexpected. He's gonna start pushing out this forward spearman on top of this. He's going to try and, of course, go towards the Tugan space, but very difficult, as right now Drush trying to hit Slam, but unable to do so. And the scouts from Latuken are trying to find a way into someone's base. Might be able to do something inside Unexpected's base, but be quite late to do so. As we now see from Nikov, it looks like archery range blacksmith, but one bill is... doesn't want to work. It's like a Greek worker, basically. Research is hidden. Oh, they're hidden. There we go, people. Oh, thank you. Up and down. I did have it. So that's what happens when you reset your stuff and it doesn't work out. There we go. We got it back. So no longer we've gone up to the castle age in terms of spectators. He's trying to, of course. Could he break that palisade down? Oh, slam. Oh, God, that was quick. So it looks like the lazy Greek worker has been put back into work, of course, it seems. No more complaining from him. As right now, Archcoven's going to send a few archers out with a couple of spears. And a scout, too. How about this from Latuken? How's he doing inside the base of Unexpected? Hasn't looked like he picked up any villas just yet. He is trying to focus one down, but the archers and the spear will pushes away. Only 3 scouts I can see. I think it's quite nice from Latuken. He's realized that basically he's not going to get a lot done. He's trying to get his way around. He's going to wall them in. He's walled them in, and the only way out is going to be through the path of the spears and archers. Loses 2, could lose the 3rd. Oh wow, he lost all 3. Nicely played from Unexpected. That was a top play. So now the archers are putting pressure on Slam, it seems. 2 villagers do go down the process. The militia, of course, are getting picked off. Wow, okay. Slam is in a little bit of trouble. Yes, where's his knights? I think he's going to try and put a Russia TC down. Okay, there's a knight. Looks like it's coming back. Let's try and deal with this. The militia's going to get killed off. But this is all delaying like any more knights coming out right now. And this is not ideal whatsoever. There's another villager. That's a 3rd villager going down. And this knight hasn't got enough HP. The spearman doing a really good amount of work there. Now forcing out villagers to attack this. The 2nd knight will pop out. And probably in good time too. Slam is just struggling. 26 villagers against the 31 from Gary. As Nikov's Xing out for a little bit of aid. As Gary's got his knights already on his way. It's really going to come down to Archcoven and Latuken putting pressure down to try and alleviate Slam's issues, but doesn't look like it's going to be the case. Stream rip? What happened to the stream? Stream's fine for me. Sika Bliat. Panic basket. Panic basket. I see no issues with my stream. My stream is saying that everything is all good in the hood, so it could be Twitch. Like I'm seeing no issues on my stream settings, so like, not even a single drop frame or any skip frames or anything like that. So it could be Twitch. No issues. So as you don't know, I didn't have any issues. Like my OBS saying like everything was fine. So bit odd. Honestly, it might have been Twitch servers. Honestly, like I was trying to watch like Smarty stream the other day, and it was having such issues. Like just trying to refresh. So I'm sorry, but it's 90% not my end. So, like, just try and refresh. Like, if it's like the buffering circle, it's probably Twitch. It is most likely Twitch. So, yeah, it's Twitch server. I honestly think it's Twitch server. I've got no issues on my end. Okay, other streams stopped well. Okay, well, I'm going to try and still commentate anyway as best I can. So there's like knights here from Gary along with the crossbows on Nikov. Going to put again more and more pressure on Slam. Again, evacuated the gold mine to TC. And Slam has just got 4 military. A scout, a knight, and probably a couple more knights inside there. And he's just abandoned this wood line as well. You might put another TC along here if he's got the wood for it, but it's not looking good. It really isn't. He can't take any wood. Archcoven's not getting any support to him as well, because he's still stuck in the feudal age on the way up, though. This is really bad. The 3 knights now will clear out these crossbows. But this is just so... This is really good team play coming out from Gary and Nikov, because they're realizing that Slam's kind of in a screwed position. So just keep annoying him on the wood line, keep annoying him on the gold, and it will just limit his effectiveness all game. 49 vills though, so he hasn't lost everything. It's just... He managed to get to a wood line to the right hand side as well, but even still... Wow, guys, you're just so... You're so salty. So it looks like the knights here from the Tuken are trying to put a little bit of pressure. Gonna start killing some vills here on... Gary's actually... What's Gary doing? Why is he sending those vills away? Oh. Oh boy. Okay. I mean, these... Okay, they got +1/+1 bloodlines, but even still, I mean... Oh, okay. He may have had to run out of room, but even still, it doesn't make much sense. Just lost a lot of vills here. Okay, that's just weird. Nonetheless, though, Archcoven, though, with a bunch of crossbows, making his way up, is going to ignore Nikov's base. Now, he might be going towards Gary's wood line, which is, again, very easy to harass. Or maybe trying something a little bit different, go towards Unexpected's base? I don't know. But anyway, meanwhile, though, looks like another TC did get picked up from Slam. Very weird position, though. Very far out. And now the crossbows do pick off one villager. Spearman will go down as a result. So, it's like a Siege Workshop has been picked up. That is a really odd TC. Like, this would make much more sense, because you cover a gold and you cover a wood line. But this TC, however... It must have been some straggler vills that ran away and then put a TC up. I, honest to God, don't know this TC location. It doesn't make much sense to me. But meanwhile, it looks like Unexpected's going to dance between both these bases, trying to pick off vills from this wood line here from the Tuken, and likewise here from Slam's TC. But a Siege Workshop should soon come out and try and limit this. Looks like, though, that Archcoven's going to try and get down and dirty, but Nikov is on the trail once more and will... shoot us away. One vill will go down as a result, as Gary now picks up a Siege Workshop. Okay, so Slam now getting a monastery, getting handcart and stone mining. His economy's looking okay. He's on 6-7 vills, the highest in the game, so he's managed to get himself back into the game in that regard. But he has got still exposed areas. This here in particular is one that's catching my eye. So, and they actually allowed the score lead impressively. Archcoven and Unexpected very similar on the vill numbers. This could look to be like quite a long game, I will admit. Latuka's looking in decent-ish shape. He's got 3 TCs himself. Knights from him as well. This Mangonel from Slam's trying to pick up, and it looks like one of Latuka's own Mangonels. These crossbows look pretty dead. They're going to get themselves into a corner. Now he's going to try and turn back, but here, because that Mangonel does just split. But Slam's not concentrating. Now he is. Now he sees, fires one out, split comes out. Good micro coming out of here from Unexpected. Does a double split, and again misses. That Mangonel goes down. Second one now comes in, and oh, great shot. Takes a 4. Can he go for the next set? Okay, misses once more. This Mangonel will go down, but doesn't take anything else with it. Knights now coming a little bit too late, if you ask me. Yeah, they got +1 in the bloodlines. But they are a little bit weak, though, mind you, so they might all go down if they're not too careful. Yeah, it looks like they will go down. And now it's a sling to Gary from Unexpected. The Japanese going to sling the Mongols in the pocket position. Now, I saw this the other day, in fact, Japanese slinging Mongols, but on Oasis, and I was a bit concerned initially. But it was a bit different circumstances that in that game. It actually played out very well, of course. So the rest of the now lights coming out from the Tuken will clean up these crossbows. Nice for him. As Slam is now up to the Imperial Age. He's the first one to go up, in fact. Now get the cartography and the heavy plow. What's he gonna transition to though? He knows it's against a Mongol pocket. Halves will be a little bit unnecessary because it's very much unlikely at this point that Gary's gonna go full knights or even anyone else for that fact. So I would most likely see potentially Void Raiders? Yeah, there it is. Okay, there's gonna be a castle coming down first. This guy gets another TC down himself. Sounds like Nikov is trying to battle here, Archcoven. Archcoven's got the hill though. And this could be pretty beneficial. It might do a really good trade here. I think he might pick off most of these units. Like, this is actually a very good fight here for Archcoven. This hill's dominating. Now the extra reinforcements do arrive in good time, and everything else will get cleaned up. This was a really good fight from Archcoven. He won the engagement when he was outnumbered. That was beautiful. 14 military for Nikov, and yes, 7 for Archcoven, but in terms of trade, that was a lot better. Now Siege Watcher from Archcoven as he's trying to position himself on the hill once more, but this time it's looking a little bit better for Nikov. He's got a lot more units on the field here. Yes, Archcoven does have the hill, but it's not going to be enough. Even with the extra armor on top of that, he will abandon that siege workshop. He will also like to build another one, but behind the TC as he puts the crossbows behind there as well. Really wants that siege workshop to go up, and I don't blame him. As also, Latuka's looking pretty good in the economy, 104 bills. In fact, that's second highest in the game. It's ahead of Slam, just behind Gary. But the sling is coming through pretty big right now for Gary. He's up to Imperial himself as he's getting a castle up, and what else has he got going for him? Nothing else. I only see one castle. He's got plenty of stone though, so I expect to see a second castle up very shortly, like along this hillside. That would be beautiful. But Slam has already built a castle. Looks like he's probably going to build a second one, it seems. A third one, in fact. Okay. Okay. This is quite a big, risky play because, in fact, Slam's team are all going up to the Imperial Age, pretty much, except for Latukan, but he won't be too far behind. So Archcoven will be up, Nikov will be up, Latukan's going to be up soon as well, in a couple minutes' time as he just clicked up. Whereas, Unexpected is just slinging the Mongols, who's still got a little bit of time to go. His second castle's only just coming up now as he hits that Imperial Age. Elite Mangudais will be done. But really, if you're getting slung like this, you need to have like 20 Mangudai and then, by the time you hit Imperial Age, and at least like 3 castles. So I think Gary slightly misplayed it. I don't want to criticize because I'm not meant for a better player, but if you're going to get a sling, I think you need to prioritize a couple of things. Or unless you get some decent coordination out from Unexpected to sling you to stone from his position. But he's not on stone. In fact, he's just stonewalled up his base pretty much. His main stone is completely out of position. He's on his second stone, in fact. So right now, I think Gary has quite a small window to get things done. Because soon enough, there'll be 3v2. And with these civs as well, good luck, basically. Okay, so crossbow's going to get taken care of. Looks like the monks are doing a nice job here in holding off. Very difficult for those warriors to really get through without taking a lot of damage, and that's the case. So he might try and turn his attention to Nikov, but Nikov up into Imperial himself. He's got 2 castles already down. Elite warrior is being created as well. And there's Slam. That's what I was talking about. He's got the +4 armor. Whereas Nikov's only just getting it. And now Archcoven's getting the bracer as he hits Imperial Age himself. Now more and more castles getting put up here. As it looks like a lot of resources are being slung to Gary. That's a huge amount. Another castle should get put down, but could get denied by these warrior raiders. Yes, they will. More builds will come to try and build it. As the rest of the elite warriors will try and take care of business. A nice little couple of patrol here. Stop the war coming up. Another bill will come out, but I'll get killed off. Okay, so Archcoven's getting the chemistry, Parthian tactics, light cav coming up from Gary. Light cav? Okay. It's like trying to deal with the raiding inside Nikov's base, a couple of Mangudai coming to the aid. But this is what I was talking about, where I think this could get a little bit messy, because I guess they got the score lead, but they need to get things done, because soon enough, like, they will be behind. Honestly. But for now, I think they are in a good position. It's one of those really weird things I was just saying earlier. Like, it's just a window right now. And yes, they're in that window where they will be sort of dominating. But I'm not sure how long it's going to last. In fact, Archcoven's got 3 Cat Rams moving forward. But this is not a good idea. I don't think Cat Rams work here. Because the Warrior Raiders could just focus them easily down. And in fact, what I really think that he needs to do, Archcoven, is to get Trebs. Like, and maybe Rams alongside it. Like, it's... Yes, I know the Warrior Raiders do an excellent job versus Siege in general, but I'm not too sure how the Cat Rams are going to fare. Like, in fact, I think they fare off worse than going for the Trebs. Because again, the Mangudai can sit behind it and take care of it alongside. I just disagree with the Cat Ram choice, guys. My rant is now over, though, because we are looking on the other side. Slammers on both sides with these Warrior Raiders. Getting the blast bonus done. Looks like, though, Gary has done a great job of denying his castle from Latukan. He's trying to mass up his own elite Mangudai himself. He is missing, looks like, the Parthian tactics. As Latukan's going to get Cat Ram himself. And then Caravan looks like a set up trade. Now, the issue here, though, for Unexpected's team is that this trade line doesn't look so great. You've got this tiny, narrow passage. It looks fine for now, but honestly, once you're talking about, let's say, 50 trade carts, 150 carts, let's say, trying to go through this small choke point, it's going to get very messy, and there's nothing you can do about it, because you can't get rid of these cliffs. So you either have to put them on the front here, but that's going to reduce the length of your trade. So, that's going to be fun and interesting to see how it's going to pan out. In the middle, though, however, looks like a big push coming from Nikov. Loads of warriors. Just go straight for the castle. Again, with no masonry or anything like that, it's quite a weak castle, I would call it. Now here comes a fight with the castle fire, but being uphill, Nikov, he's going to back off because I don't think it's going to work out. There's 2 castles in range. Defensive advantage is all over that thing, honestly. I mean, +4 damage? To Nikov's only got +1? Okay. He's going to get Iron Casting. And there's the trebuchet I'm talking about, as right now he's going to try and focus down 2 trebs out from Nikov. As these Mangudai are going to try and pick off this treb, but we'll lose quite a lot here, in fact, to the, not only to the castle fire, but also these arbalests. Wow. That just escalated a little bit quickly. In fact, I thought he was going to lose everything here, but he killed all the arbalests, kills the treb, and the castle goes down. And another treb goes down. Archcoven just lost everything. Whilst at the same time, Nikov doesn't lose 2 trebs there, and he looks like he will lose out on those onages alongside. Well, that was rough there for Archcoven. He was not expecting to lose everything like that. Nonetheless, those Slams team are in a good position because the Siege Ram has been done by Latukan. He's got a little bit of a push mounting up because he's got lots and lots of Siege Rams. He's going to try and focus on a house. I would just try and go through the stone gate or the stone walls and just take out the slinger. And now this window where I've been talking about, I think is now passed because I don't think Gary's capitalized it as much as that he could have done. And now we've got Latukan here, he's just going to have to man-fight this on himself. And on the other side, they'll be able to 2v1 or something like that. But they're going to be pushed, they're going to be stretched, I feel, a little bit here. It's not over by any means, but it's not looking too pretty right now. With Archcoven 146 pop, he is ahead of the other Japanese flank who's slinging. And now those orange shots come in, do fail to connect as the Mangudai will focus both of them down. Nice couple of splits there. Warrior is trying to poke and jab, but not going to get a lot done. Now Nikov has Siege Onager. Oh, okay, this is looking pretty interesting. As we have got a slight pause. The toucan is a bird, if I remember. Looking at the chat. I think it maybe... I think Influence is kind of right. Is he from that cereal Fruity Loops commercial? I'm gonna check at the end of the game anyway. But Onager's being done across the joint. Like Archcoven gets Onager, Gary's getting Onager. He's now looking to try and make a bit of a push here on top of these two hills. I think they should stick around. It's just too much, really. I mean, 2 siege runs close by, 2 castles, and a lot of word raiders. And again, Nikov is lacking that +4 damage. He's got a trebuchet out. Fortunately, however, is that these Magnites being close by makes it a little bit difficult for Slam to engage. He might just try and dive in to take out the trebuchet, but he might lose out quite a lot at the same time. It looks like a bunch of trade cards that Latucan are a little bit idle. But meanwhile, though, it looks like Latucan's going to try and push in. Lots of siege rams going to knock down his fortified walls, but more and more will be put up. It's like it will just annihilate this wood line. Now Hussars are starting to be pumped out from Gary here. Only +2 armor and +1 attack. Okay, they are now in. He's moving quick though because he's... Oh, it's gonna get done. It's gonna get done. Okay. Let's ignore that then for a little bit, as now it looks like a bit of offensive has been made. 2 Trebs now in action. A siege on a looming threat, I would definitely say. One big shot could come up. Oh my god, Nikov, buddy, you had a clean shot and you scuffed it. You didn't even make it. And now we can see lots of elite skirmishers and arbalets from Archcoven. And again, the good thing about these elite war raiders is that they provide a lot of tank on this front line with, 5 pierce armor. Now we see 2 onagers in the back lines as 4 siege onagers move in. We could see a big shot here. 2 trebuchets will go down. He's going to disengage. The shot in. Oh, it's a massacre for both. He's killing not only Nikov's units, but Slam's. Oh, Nikov, are you killing your own units, son? That's not good. If he loses these siege onagers, oh my god, he's gonna lose. Oh god, Nikov. He's gonna buy one into the sea. Oh my god, that's destructive. He cleans out Archcoven's army, and he cleans out. Oh my god, that was beautiful. Oh my god, that was amazing. That went from disastrous to amazing and all in one go. Now Nikov just annihilates everything. Wow, beautiful. That was just savage. Didn't even care about his own units because he just replaces them immediately. His castle, though, still remains. It is going to get focused down, though. Looks like 2 more shots coming through. We'll take care of it. Yeah, that's a goner. That's a goner. Oh, but these siege onagers are just paying off so well. Slam hasn't got siege onager. Now in comes a toucan trying to provide some assistance. Unbelievable. Oh, that was amazing. The sling is still continuing. Incredibly enough. And it looks like siege onagers are also coming out from Gary. Where are the siege onagers from Slam's team? They need to... Like, Archcoven's providing onagers. And all more siege onager shots come through. Oh, wow. Amazing. And he goes for the next shot and clears. Ah, oh, I know they're only skirmishers, but that's so beautiful to watch. And that just turns the balance of power right back in Gary's favor. It's more oranges up. Now oranges coming up from Archcoven. Do they connect? No, they don't. Of course, with the chemistry, they fire a little bit slower, and the trebuchets try to take out that siege onager, but do fail. Amazingly, though, they do hold this hill. It's not all lost, I will say. It's just not looking so pretty. Because now on the other side, they're going to start pushing in, looks like, from Gary. Siege rams and siege onagers. I need to get siege onagers. Finally, Slam gets siege onager done. He's also going to get the siege engineers as well, but this could come a bit too late, if you ask me, because now, in come those siege rams, take on the next castle. The siege onager shot sitting behind it. They're even just going to fire on the castle itself, which takes out 2 of his own rams, but does he care? Not really. Which, really he should, because he's just going to lose all those siege rams now, and that castle will maybe stay alive. Oh my god. Maybe not. Alright. He's like, oh, and he takes out a couple of Maggot out of the process. Can he finish him off as well? Fires him in. Come on, finish the job. And he does! He finishes the job. Oh, wow, these SO shots from Gary's team are incredible. 12 army now for Latuke, and he loses 2 castles. He's going to lose a third if he's not too careful. Tons of pressure coming down right now. As this is just basically holding on to this one side. Now it looks like Slam's going to put more attention to the top because... unbelievable. Okay, so let's just chill out a little bit. Let's see what's going on over here. Slab's at full pop. Nikov's at full pop. Archcoven's now fully popped up. Gary is a little bit lacking, but you do really need study bills less. But he has 52 army because he's getting a full sling from Unexpected right now, who is still giving out the goods. But finally, though, the good news is that they have siege onagers with the, of course, the siege engineers on top. So now it looks like the warrior is coming on the other hand side. I'm going to try and pick up these Japanese trebs. And now we're also seeing samurai come out. Brilliant response, of course. They do really well against road raiders. I guess all infantry types, basically. So lovely to see. They are a little bit slower moving though, so these siege shots fly in. What's more, just killing a couple more road raiders again. Just piling on that damage. Now we're seeing Mangadai's backing it up from Gary. But it does look like, though, that he will lose those 3 siege onagers up top. Now, looks like that this time Latuken's, remassed his army. He's got the siege onagers backed up here by Slam. And with the drill speed, siege rams going to start pushing forward a little bit here. As Unexpected, he's going to start making elite skirmishers. Still in Castle Age, but he's going to make elite skirmishers. I wonder if he's going to try and click up at some point. There's no way at this. Like, look at this. Like, no gold. Wooden food looking okay, but he is slinging a lot out at the same time. Now, siege onagers, can he get some return dividends onto the Mangadai of Gary? Oh, but the siege onager shot comes in from Nikov and save the day. And that is the chemistry on... I don't like Celts generally getting chemistry. Yes, they provide more damage. However, they fire incredibly much, slower. Looks like on this side, looking pretty stalematey-ish. Nothing really much going on. It's more about all the action up top. But if they fire, anyway, back to the point, they fire so much slower that the Mangadai, which are pretty darn quick, I like to add, could just kite those pretty easily, especially in the sort of singular unit. You need to have like 5 SOs out to make any sort of threat really against the Mangadai. Now looks like Hussards coming out from both of the Mongol players. There we go. Oh, but Gary's not patrolling in! Oh, Gary, you're gonna lose all those Mangadai. You're also fighting up right next to the siege onagers who fly in and... takes out 2, but it does feel good losing Mangadai like that. Alright, that was just a terrible fight. Oh, but likewise coming in from Gary, takes out a couple of Mangadai of his own. Oh... This is pretty intense stuff. Splitting the Mangadai up, looking to try and take out each own siege onagers, but the lead skirmishers here finding a decent amount of damage. Yes, they've only got +2 with no armor, but he's not focusing down at this point. So the siege onagers do go down from Slam. Another finishing move. On the other side, though, again, it's pretty passive stuff. Looks like a tree line just getting chopped off. It's very passive this side. There's really not much to it. I don't really expect much to come out of this side either, unless someone gets absolutely destroyed into the eco. But nonetheless, up at the top where most of the action is happening. And the siege on the back lines here from Nikov doing a really good job in just clearing out the siege rams. Now in comes Slam with a couple more. He's getting ballistics now. Okay, ballistics. Now Nikov just getting fewer Selecta. Or Celtica. I don't know how you say it. Those two shots are coming on through. Let's see how this fight goes. If he gets a wonder shot onto those skirmishes, this goes like, oh, here we go. Here's the 2 shots coming in. And it does flatten half that army. Nice. The Hussars will just suicide in to try and take care of those Siege Onagers. Will go down. There's a lot of Hussar, in fact, coming out right now from Gary. Not an awful amount of Mangudai. On the other side, it's looking like a bit of a push. Clearing out this forest will provide the trebuchets some space and start knocking on these buildings and structures. The siege rams also now coming through from Slam. 405 HP. God, they're so strong. Trebuchet's unpacking as well. Archcover should probably unpack his trebs as well and maybe look to try and push out a little bit. Would be quite helpful if you do add in, oh, I don't know, 5 trebs. Might be a little bit helpful. Oh, Siege Ogre shot flies in. But of course, with the, the Fuhrer Selecta, they just tank the first shot. The uphill shot though flies in, fails to connect, and here we go. Here's a bit of an engagement here. 2 trebs do go immediately down. This is what I was talking about without the chemistry. They fire out so much faster. Like, the fire rate is the same, but it's the speed that counts, and in comes a second. Oh, okay. 3 trebs go down. Good result coming out from Nico, but he might lose all his Siege Onagers in return. Oh, and they come on through, and bam. Down they go. Now with Archcoven resetting his trebuchets, will knock down these siege workshops on the front. I like it because you want to remove that threat and then go for the castle, which, by the way, one has already gone down. This is looking like a decent push from Slam and Coven. Not enough's been answered because Gary isn't here. It's pretty much a 2v1 situation. Because up top, by the way, Gary's having to deal with this push by himself. Again from the Toucan, backed up by Slam's siege. And unexpected really isn't there. Okay, he's actually Imperial Age now. He's going to go Japanese monks. Block printing coming through. And like the rest of them, like Sanctity or whatever. So the only real goal out of this is to convert the Siege Onagers. I kind of get it. Like, it's quite alright because nothing else you could really do on this side. Just go skirmishes and then get the monks and then convert the Siege Onager. I like it. It does make sense. Other side, meanwhile, looks like the couple of trebs are going to get picked off here by the Woe Raiders. But 2 still remain. Another castle is getting whittled down as we speak. And these couple of Elite Warrior Raiders are taking care of these Siege Onagers because they've got no protection. Nikov has 13 military. He's 178 top. But 13. And it's like a few Warrior Raiders and a couple of Siege Onagers. Now in comes Gary with a lot of Mangudai to try and help out and stabilize the situation. But he has lost 3 castles at this point. The next one might come down. This could be 4. This is a goner. He's got no stone left. This looks pretty bad here for Nikov. He's going to lose a lot of production of his Woe Raiders. He will build a couple of castles further back to try and again rectify the issue, but it's not looking too good for him. As on the other side, once again, it's pretty back and forth. Now it looks like a bit of a push comes through from Gary with the Siege Rams, and oh, the Toucan, you haven't got masonry or any defensive castle upgrades, and that castle will go down. An avoidable loss as 3 Siege Onagers instantly pop out at the wrong time, being a little bit too late. Siege Onagers now popping up from the Nikov. Going to try and take care of these trebuchets. It's like one will go down, a few more fly on through to try and connect, do flatten out a large majority of the army there. He might lose a couple of these Siege Onagers in return. Looks like he will lose 3 or 4. Now it looks like Gary's going to make a charge up the hill here. He's on 56 army. Fires SO shot and does flatten a couple there. Quite nice. It looks like the trebuchets will get knocked down now, and this side will be pushed back. But the objective was pretty much complete, if you ask me. 4 castles getting lost and a bunch of siege workshops. I think that was a decent trade, especially with this late game where trade is just ridiculous, so gold is not much of an issue. Or it shouldn't be an issue anyway. Banking now being done by Slam. But all players now are in that Imperial Age. It's just that what does Unexpected provide to the team right now? He's providing skirmishes, okay, but they get easily flattened by SO. Okay, let's make monks. But all it really requires is a few Assads to get in there, or a Siege Oniger shot, or even that, just a Mangudai to go in there and just chop them up. It looks like a lot of SOs from Gary here are just taking care of those Siege rounds, but they actually close them down. It looks like he loses 1, 2, could lose 3, but oh no, just focus! Focus! Oh my god, no! He's losing his Mangudai, but the Siege Crabs could take care of this! And they're not! Oh, Toucan! You could have taken care of everything! Meanwhile though, he's trying to push on the sort of southern part of this side. But Gary's holding up really well here. Lots of Siege Onigers, lots of Mangudai now. This is turning into a very nice long game. Gary here's again got a nice bunch of elite Mangudai here. Is he going to go for the trade route here? Looking pretty messy, the trade route. He could go for it. And he's going to go for the trade route. He's sending the Mangudais already through. Have they spotted this out yet? Oh, yes, they have. Slam's already getting a siege workshop down immediately. Quick house wall trying to come down to try and block the path of these Mangudai. But that's not going to stop them. They're going to find their way in, and here it is. Jackpot, baby. Look at this. All bunched up. Sweet Jesus. Just split up half this army, maybe into thirds, and just start raiding this trade. Oh, God, that's so much trade going to go down. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, this is so bad. He's going to lose so much. And this, I don't see a response. Yes, there is a siege workshop. One SO is making its way back, but this could be the death of a lot of trade cuts. Now, what is the resources like for Slam and Co? The gold's looking a little bit short, if you ask me. 500 gold's not going to be enough, and the SO shots do fly in and will finish off these Mangudai. But at what cost? That was at least 20 trade cuts going down there, I would say. Maybe more. Especially with Slam looking a little bit weak on those resources. Latucan, however... Okay, he's got 2.5k gold. He's looking pretty happy. He can take the loss. Up at the top, though, more Mangudai's got into the trade line. Oh, wow. Go up and, all the Mangudai's got sent straight in there. Okay, that was a bigger loss than I thought. Okay. Okay. This is bad. And the new one's getting created. It's going to get immediately picked off. Oh, that's so bad. The Toucan will try and clean this up, but that was horrendous. That was so bad. Now, if the Toucan and Co can't really get a lot done, on the other side, then this might look a little bit bad. They have, however, pushed a little bit further forward. It looks a few more structures did go down, but they're going to have to retreat here. As the Toucan now is going to start massing a lot of siege workshops and stables on the outside of Unexpected's base. Again, there is only really one layer of fortified wall. Don't go for this. Go for here. Go for the left-hand side. It's only one layer of wall. Oh, he's going to push it anyway. I'm not too sure if Unexpected's noticing anyway, but we'll see. In the southern parts, more and more siege rams just getting pumped out in there. Oh my god, that's so many. But the SOs here will just, yeah, easy. That's just going to clean it up. Might lose a couple of... Looks like he will lose 1 or 2. Alright, 2 go down. Meanwhile, in the middle, again, another set of Mangudai. Looks like he's trying to go for the trade line. Ground attack comes through. Only connects onto 1, let's say. There's a dying. Now the honor there from Archcoven. God, Archcoven, fire one in. He does! He doesn't kill a single unit. But it still has a good threat and does, you know, do some good splash damage. And now that the skirmishers and elite warriors, they're all dead. Wow, okay. That hurt that. I think they were going for the trade, but that wasn't going to work this time. Up at the top, though, the siege rams have found their way in. And the hussars! Oh, they're just shredding this wood line. And there's actually a gap. Oh, wow, that's a gap. Okay. Like, he's trying to wall this section in. I have no idea where he's putting a house, but just... Their dying act is to build a house, I guess. But they have found a way towards the trade, really. There's no real effort to put walls up. But it is just hussars. He needs to send Mangudais in to try and get into the trade line itself. What's going on in the middle? Again, looks like more of a stabilized section. Looks like a lot of Magnetos just went down there from Gary. Alright, okay. Nico's trying to push this side out. And this is looking pretty stable as well. But now here come the Hussars, making their way into the back lines of unexpected space. But he really sent Magnetai in. Because they are really good at killing trade. I mean, they're great at taking on the skirmishers, defending the trade. Is he just going to send... Oh, he's going to send the siege rams to the markets? God, go for it. Take out the trade completely to force them out to make more markets. Nope, he's not going to do that. In fact, he's going to build siege workshops inside the base, whilst maintaining pressure on the other lanes. And there come the Magnetai. Finally, they're making their way across. Keeping that door open as well with the siege ram and the Hussar on top of that. But look at this. Gary's come back in decent amount of time to help protect this. On the other side, though, let's have a quick look what's going on. It's like nothing, again, very stable, nothing much going on. It's just a little bit of a push coming from Nikov, but that's going to get cleaned up right away. As now, because of the threat coming up top, it has opened this sort of middle section here for the Tuken to start putting in some siege rams in its castles. But the Hussars being created will take care of that again. So good reactions here from Gary. Reading this one quite well. Now he's going to start taking care of all the business here in the backline. So really, in all honesty, not a lot of damage has been done to the trade. But this has opened up the Tuken to start putting up an offensive on top of this hill. You could always just loop around these Magnetais to trade back here. And that could do a really good job. It's just the fact that Gary's sticking really close to it. I'm seeing lots of racks being put down here by unexpected. Probably to get the Japanese halves up to try and take care of these Hussars. The only way I'm seeing this is the Siege Onagga flies in to try and take some damage. But again, they are downhill. I know this is a fight worth taking. Yeah, the Siege Onagga gets picked off immediately. It's going to back off to that hill. Just stick to the hill. Yep. Just reset and maybe try and push out once more. But look at this down the south. Champions coming out from Arch Coven. I think because he's lost a couple of castles, he's not really able to really mass up those samurai, which he likes to do. So in fact, he goes to champions, which are decently enough equipped to take on the War Raiders, just not as fast. But they'll do okay, I think. That attack speed is just ridiculous, by the way. More about what's all up top here is, looks like Gary's sent his entire army to deal with this. There's not enough from the Tuken, but a Siege Onagga shot flies in. Oh, it's so slow. But it does take out a few units. It looks like Gary will be forced to go back here. I think Slam needs to get... Okay, oh, it has done already. Like that, of course, it is Slam. Builds more siege workshops to help with the offensive. This looks like a bit of a cheeky little raid from Gary. The siege ram's going to try and take out one castle here. I think it's going to be successful. I mean, Magnetai, like 5 Magnetai? Surprisingly, these siege rams are quite weak. But again, it's already on half HP. There's no masonry. For the love of God, Tuken, you're playing really good, but please upgrade your castles to more strength. So it looks like the Hussars as well trying to pick up these siege Onaggas, but that's not going to happen. And Gary has to sit these Magnetai here, literally sit them, because he can't let this trade become so exposed. The SO shots fly in! Oh, it's that bottleneck and pick off a few more. Oh, follow. Oh, a live KGB following. Oh, Craigasm. Meanwhile, in the middle section, looks like, again, basically a bit of a counter move here as he sends a few more of his own siege rams to take care of his bloody castle. His one actually stays up, incredibly so. And I think it could be GG here because, you know, Nikov is struggling. 145 pop. An unexpected